was born in Brooklyn, New York. My mother, my father had long divorce before I had a conscious of them actually being together. At a young age, my grandfather died, and my grandmother was left in this decent-sized house in Durham, North Carolina. So my mother decided that it would be best that we move to the South. When I got to the South, it was totally different. You know, I had visited the South, during the summers, but I actually didn't know anything about Durham, North Carolina outside of the neighborhood that my grandmother lived in. So to make the long story short, my grandmother wound up getting remarried and we had to go. So my mother, being a single parent, she moved to the bad side of town. I mean, the west side of Durham, North Carolina, the West End, and it was rough. The school I went to, I was constantly harassed because, of course, I was always the shortest person, out of the children that were there. It was a lot of motherfuckers, believe it or not. This is middle school. A lot of motherfuckers that were damn 17, 18 years old, still in the damn 8th grade. A lot of shit happened. I was picked on, called big nose, and all types of shit. My self-esteem was jeopardized at a really young age because I didn't have anyone there, like somewhat of a role model to push me, to motivate me, to strengthen me. So I actually accepted what people said I was, how people felt about me. I remember I wanted to try out for football in high school. They told me I was too short. They told me I didn't weigh enough. And I believed that. I liked this pretty girl that was in fucking high school. They told me she ain't gonna go out with you. You got that big ass nose. And you got a little dick. And I was saying to myself, hold on, pause. This is niggas saying shit like that. Nigga, what the fuck? I ain't take no shower with you or no shit like that. What the fuck you know what I got and what I... But it was always this impression that when you're short, you got little things. That part I didn't believe because I knew I was, kind of packing. But anyway, my thing is, I fell into what my peers said about me. I felt as though that they were right. I didn't know any better. We're talking about a bunch of kids schooling a bunch of kids. We're talking about kids that haven't been in the real world, don't know shit, trying to tell another kid how that kid is and what that kid lacks and all the rest of that shit. So I grew up having low self-esteem. I grew up on it. Came home, my mom's, how could she help me? Because she suffered the same fate to a certain extent. I had no one there. Nobody there to strengthen me. So, I left out of high school. Got into the real world. Trying to find myself. Because everything that I wanted to do, everything that I wanted to be, I believed that I couldn't be and couldn't do based on somebody else's opinion about me. They told me there's no way in the hell you can go to Duke or UNC. Not you. You're not smart enough. And I believed that. So therefore, I didn't even bother to try to apply in any type of decent college. So I walked around wandering for a long time, trying to find me, because I suffered from low self-esteem. So I eventually got into this small HBCU college. And I went through the same shit there. People telling me that I can't do this and I can't do that. So then I started to get involved into, my blackness. Trying to find out who I am. And I read books and I studied. And that gave me some strength. And I felt proud about myself. I felt as though that at that point in time, I was at my strongest that I'd ever been in my life. Until I joined a black organization. And the leader of that specific organization was corrupt. And I had to learn that the hard fucking way. You see, he fed on our weakness. It's crazy because he used to preach this shit that you're God, you're God, you're a leader, you're a leader, you're a leader, while we were following him. So eventually, after a certain amount of years, I said to myself that it doesn't compute. You're telling me I'm a leader, but I'm following you. You're telling me I'm God, but I'm obeying you. So I told myself, fuck that. If I'm a leader, I don't need to follow him anymore. And I walked the fuck away from that black organization. Never to return to any organization ever again. And the thing of it is what I learned throughout all these years of listening to people, of trying to find myself in different organizations, ways of life, drugs, beer, liquor, marijuana, cigarettes, sex, promiscuity. All of these negative tools that I use to try to find myself. All of the low self-esteem that I had throughout the years. It wasn't nobody's fault but mine. You see, I tricked myself into believing what they were saying was correct. I had been my own worst enemy throughout all these years. And once I realized that I fucked myself over, it wasn't their fault. It wasn't the people that were telling me that I wasn't shit. It wasn't their fault. It was me because I believed it. Do you understand that, brothers and sisters of the world? That nobody on this fucking planet can control you but you. You truly don't suffer from low self-esteem. You really don't. You're just in a situation where you're psyching yourself out. You making yourself believe that you ain't shit. And in reality, you are the greatest on this planet. You don't need anyone to tell you that, because you know it. It's in your mind. The power of the mind will make you or break you. If you truly believe that you're Batman, you'll buy the fucking cape. You'll talk like Batman. You'll walk like Batman. You'll act like Batman. So therefore you will be. If you truly believe that you ain't shit and that you're not capable of being successful in life, you will be a bum for the rest of your fucking life. You see, I don't motherfucking fuck with negative people anymore. They can kiss my black ass. I don't give a fuck if you my family member. I don't want you around me. You know how many motherfucking people that curse me out, tell me I ain't shit on my fucking channel, my YouTube channel? You think if I believe half of the comments that niggas make on my channel that I wouldn't be here? I wouldn't continue making videos. I don't give a flying fuck what people say. Matter of fact, I feed off of your negative energy. Because when you tell me I can't do something, I make sure I get it. Whew. Hold on, let me find it. Done. So tell me I can't write books. Tell me I can't rhyme. Tell me I'm ugly. Tell me I'm a fucking piece of shit so I can motherfucking fly like the fucking eagles fly on the fucking, in the throughout the... Whew. Boy, y'all got me twisted up in this motherfucker. Let me get my thoughts right. Tell me I can't. And I'll fly and soar just like the eagles fly and soar throughout the skies. Tell me I can't motherfucking go to Mars, and I'll go beyond that. Tell me I'm not gonna ever be rich, and I'll be a billionaire. Because I know me. I know what I'm capable of. And so do you. Get your fucking ass up. I don't give a fuck if you white. I don't give a fuck if you black. I don't give a fuck if you're fat, skinny, short, tall, or whatever. Get your fucking ass up. And stop having pity on yourself. Stop believing that bullshit that people say about you. And finally wake up. Rise out of the ashes like that phoenix and win.